Hey guys, this is Bob O from HeliFreak, and I just want to make a quick video to show how to set up the JR X9303 radio for control of your gyro gain with a 6-channel receiver. So most of you with this radio know or will find out that the 9303 has Gyro Sense tied to the aux2 channel. So if you're using a helicopter with only a 6-channel receiver, there is no aux2 channel on the receiver. So you're stuck using the gear channel to control gain from the transmitter. So how do you do that? Well, you can do it two different ways. One is with gear channel endpoints, and the other is through the governor menu. Now I'll go ahead real quick and show you how to set up the transmitter. So you'll enter the device select menu, and to do that you need to hold down the enter button while you turn the radio on. And you should be on the model that you have selected already. In this case I've got a 450 Pro, and it's equipped with a Spectrum AR6200 and a clear case Spartan cork. So you will scroll down to the device select menu, and then you'll see a screen that's got a bunch of stuff on it, but really you only need to be concerned right now with the gear portion. So under gear you want to keep scrolling until you get to the output. Well, right now it says Gov. You have the choice of Gov, Inhibit, or Act. So what we want to do if we want to set up this gyro to be controlled with endpoints, from the gear switch we need the output to be Act. So once you have it on there, go ahead and hit enter. What that does is it activates the gear switch, and then now we can go into endpoints. So use your list feature to get to travel adjust, and then scroll over to the gear channel, and you can see I already have the values set to 75 on each side. Now as you can see, when I toggle the gear switch, one side is positive, the other side is negative. So anything on the positive side is heading hold, anything on the negative side is rate mode. So right now I will power up the helicopter and watch for the light here. Being that we're in heading hold, the light will be blue. Okay, solid blue light on this gyro means that it is in heading hold. From there you can adjust the value of the positive side of the gear channel to whatever gain you want. And as you can see, when I toggle the switch to the low side, the light on the gyro will turn red, indicating that it's in rate mode. So this is one way to control the gyro, is with endpoints on the gear channel controlled by the gear switch, rate mode, heading hold mode. So go ahead and pause the video, and when I come back I'll show you how to set it up using the governor menu. Okay, we're back. Previously showed you how to set up the radio to transmit gain or control gain through the gear switch using endpoints. Now we're going to do it, set up the radio so we can do it in governor mode. So again, we will hold down enter, power it up, and we'll get into the device select menu again. Go back over to gear and this time in the output we'll set it to gov. Remember previously it was on act, so it would make the gear switch active. Now we're going to make it so it says governor. So what that's telling the radio is to use the gear channel to output in the governor menu. Hit enter and go to list, and now you didn't see this before, but now that governor is selected in the device select menu, now there's a governor option in the list menu. So we'll go to that. You'll notice that it says normal, stunt 1 and stunt 2. What that means is, or that makes reference to the flight mode switch. As you can see, the little arrows next to stunt 2, when I toggle the switch to stunt 1 and to normal, the arrow follows. So whatever mode the switch is in, the arrow will go to that mode in the menu. So you see I have some values in there already, and I'll show you what those values correspond to. Let me power up the helicopter. Okay, if you take a look at the light on the cork, it's blue, indicating that the gyro is in heading hold mode. So the values here are not going to be like Gyro Sense. Gyro Sense basically had 0 to 100, as I recall. Anything basically under 50 was rate mode, and above 50 was heading hold. Here we have positive and negative values, just like we did in Travel Adjust, but we have them in a simplified menu here that we control with the flight mode switch. So as you can see, currently it's in stunt 2 with a positive 60 value, which obviously is heading hold on the gyro. Let me go to stunt 1 where the value is a negative 2, and you can see it remained in heading hold. As soon as I go to normal mode, which is at a negative 3, watch the light on the gyro, it's going to go to rate mode. Okay, so what I'll do is just play with this number a little bit here to show you at what point the gyro switches from rate to heading hold. As you can see, it was in rate mode at negative 3. Now I can go further into rate mode. This would be basically raising the gain in rate mode a long way. This radio has a range up to 125. Okay, now if I go back to negative 3, that's the lowest value I can get while it's still being in rate mode. As soon as I go to negative 2, take a look at the light, turns blue. So basically anything negative 2 and above on the positive side will be heading hold, and again it has a range all the way up to 125. So basically what you can do with this is instead of with the gear channel switch and using endpoints where you have to have rate on one side and you have to have heading hold on the other, you could set this governor screen up to have 3 different heading hold values, whatever you want them to be. In this case I have everything set to a positive value, 20, 40, 60, and you'll be able to see that as I toggle the flight mode switch, the gyro stays in heading hold, but the gain changes based upon what I have set in those fields there. So you have the option here of never having rate mode. It's all heading hold. Or you could have rate mode for normal mode if you want, or any mode, whatever you want to do. You have the option to do that here. So just for comparison value, if you're using gear channel endpoints with the gear switch to go between heading hold and rate, obviously one side, the negative side in the travel adjust screen is rate, and the positive side in the travel adjust screen is heading hold. In the case of the governor menu, it's not quite positive and negative. Just to demonstrate one more time, I'm all the way down to 1% on positive, still in heading hold, 0% still in heading hold, -1 still there, -2 still in heading hold, and we go to -3% and it switches to rate. So that is the threshold there between rate and heading hold on this radio. Not sure why it's that way, but your 9303 might be different. Maybe it'll switch over at 0%, but at least in the case of my radio, it does it at -3. So -3 rate mode, -2 heading hold. So that is how you set and adjust your transmitter to control the gyro gain on a 6-channel receiver where there is no aux2. Okay, there's no Gyro Sense anymore. You have to use either the gov menu like I just showed you, or in the first part of the video, the gear switch with the endpoints for the gear channel. Okay, so hope this helps somebody out there, answer some questions for some people. I know some people like to see it before they believe it, so in this case, hopefully I've shown adequately how to do it. All right.